Now, the Masters is back at Spruce Meadows, marking 50 years of esteemed horse jumping. The world's best jumpers come to town for the event, and it's not just riders flying in. Horses hop on an airplane, too, landing at YYC. Martha Wart works with Overseas Horse Services. They're a Calgary-based company that transports all things equine by air. How many horses have you flown into Calgary for the Spruce Meadows Masters?
So internationally, we've flown 98 horses, and then domestically, we've flown another 11.
Wow. Okay, so let's get into sort of the details of this, and let's do pre-boarding. Like before they get on a plane, what kind of preparation is done, and even like, do they need passports or documentation to travel?
So we start work on the Masters the day after the Masters the year before finishes. It's quite an undertaking for our team and the team at Spruce Meadows. I would say as far as the actual horses, we're about 3 months out in the prep. So we are gathering passport copies at that time, and then also details about where the horses are and what they're doing prior to flying, so that we can meet the requirements of the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Each horse needs an import permit to be able to travel to Canada, and that depending on the travel history of the horse, can be a lengthy process.
What type of planes do these horses fly on?
So this year they've traveled on 747s.
Okay, and tell me about the interior of a 747 that's adjusted to accommodate horses.
So they are cargo planes. So basically the plane is empty when we start out, and then it's filled with horse air stalls. And each of those stalls can hold 2 or 3 horses. All of the horses that traveled in for Spruce Meadows only traveled 2 to a stall, which is sort of the luxury version of traveling.
Right. They're not in coach. They're in like whatever.
100% they are not in coach.
Class. I mean, these are fancy horses. Like, I mean, I know there's a huge range, but when there's a transaction around one of these horses, like what's the neighborhood of what they're worth?
It varies based on horse and sort of what level they're at. But the horses coming in for Spruce Meadows would be worth quite a bit of money.
Like, I mean, you don't have to name a horse, but when you say quite a bit of money, what are we talking about?
I would say they're probably $1 million horses.
Okay. So what's there, like, is there somebody there taking care of them during the flight?
Yes. So we have, in our business, we call them grooms, which travel with the horses. So each of the teams flying in for the Masters has a groom that's assigned to their horses, and they care for the horses during the flight. There's also a veterinarian on board each plane when these horses fly.
During the Masters, like, what are you looking forward to about this week?
Very much looking forward to the $5 million class on Sunday. So that is, I think, the largest sporting event purse in, I don't know if it's the world, but definitely in Canada coming up. So we have top-tiered riders here for that. And then also a favorite is the BMO Nations Cup, which takes place on Saturday. So that's where you cheer for your country, right? Your team and your country, right? So
can you focus on the actual event, or are you thinking, oh, that's the one I've got to get back to Italy or whatever it is?
I would say once we get to the weekend, I am very focused on the event.
Yeah.
I want everything done by 4 o'clock on Friday. We'll see if I'm successful or not. But yeah, I do look forward to actually watching the horses jump this weekend.
That's great. Well, I mean, congratulations on all the horses making it in good shape. And I do hope you get things done by 4 on Friday and get to enjoy the whole thing.
Fingers crossed. Thank you so much.
Fingers crossed.